Complete TV Plus.
Reps move to address suicide, mental health issues. Senate confirms ministerial nominee who slumped during screening orders. Judgment based on constitution, not public opinion, CJN. FCTA demolishes illegal structures in Abuja. Chicago Varsity authenticates Tinubu'S diplomas submitted to Inec. Now the news in details. The House of Representatives on Wednesday urged the federal government to pay adequate attention to incidences of suicide, other mental health challenges, and the attendant effect on the citizens. This is just as the lawmakers want the APES government, working in synergy with the Ministry of Health and the National Orientation Agency, to establish counseling centers nationwide to provide counseling services to those battling mental health challenges. The lawmakers at a plenary session on Wednesday also tasked the Federal Ministry of Health to collaborate with relevant health institutions in ensuring that research conducted on mental health are utilized for the good of the society. Moving on, the Senate has confirmed the Kaduna State nominee Abbas Balarabe, who fainted during his screening on Wednesday. The Senate also confirmed the duo of Dr. Jamila Ibrahim and Ayodele Olawande, who were nominated as Minister of Youth and Minister of State for Youth, respectively. There was pandemonium earlier in the Senate when the nominee who replaced Nasir El-Rufai suddenly collapsed during his screening on Wednesday. In other reports, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, has said public opinions, no matter how serious or weighty, cannot supersede the provisions of the country's constitution in the determination of legal disputes in court. The CJN said judges have an obligation to follow the law when deciding cases. Justice Ariwola stated this on Wednesday after swearing in 23 newly appointed judges of the Federal High Court in Abuja.
Several patriotic attacks are regularly opened and heaped on the judiciary. It is, however, crystal clear that public opinion, no matter how serious or weighty it might be, cannot override or supersede the Constitution of the country, which we aptly apply in deciding each case before the court.
In other news, in continuation of its resolve to rid Abuja of undesirable structures, the Federal Capital Territory Administration demolished shanties and illegal structures in Jahi District on Wednesday. The Director of Development Control, FCTA, Mr. Mukhtar Galadima, has said that the exercise was also to restore the Abuja Master Plan and improve serenity and security in the capital city. Galadima explained that the shanties in Jahi District were erected on a proposed arterial corridor beginning from the Nnamdi Azikiwe Ring Road. He said the department will consult with relevant stakeholders on what is needed to be done in the area before the main road goes into operation. The director added that the department had continually sensitized settlers against erecting shanties in unauthorized locations. He also advised occupants of shanties across Abuja to pack their valuables and appealed to residents to report any emerging shanties in any location to relevant authorities. The Secretary, Command and Control Unit, Department of Security Services, FCTA, Mr. Peter Olumuji, has said social vices were rampant in shanties. He stressed that the cleanup in Jahi would curb insecurity between the Gwarempa housing estate and the Mabushi area. He added that the cashew plantation in the area was also removed because the plantation served as a haven for criminals.
enhancing the security architecture of the Federal Capital Territory. Two, enhancing the aesthetic quality of the Federal Capital City, because we are removing shanties. So to a large extent, this is improving greatly the livability of Abuja as Federal Capital City.
There's a lot of vices that is associated to this particular location. In fact, during our removal today, we recovered this. It's called strangler. These are what these one-chance operators uses to strangle their victim in the vehicle, and those on Okada in the night. Once they use this and strangle the person, there's no way the person will survive. And if he survives, any item on you will drop it. So the implication on security is that it's going to curb the insecurity level within this environment, which is adjacent to Gwarimpa and Mabuchi.
And finally, Atiku Abubakar would hold a world press conference today to address Nigerians after President Bola Tinubu's certificate presented to Inec was disowned by Chicago State University, CSU. Recall that Atiku, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) flag bearer in the 2023 election, had requested Tinubu's academic record from CSU to compare them with the one presented by Tinubu to Inec for the 2023 presidential election. The result provided by CSU confirmed that Bola Tinubu was a student of the school entering in 1977 and graduating in 1979. However, the result released raised several questions. Some pointed out that Tinubu claimed in the document that he graduated from the Government College Lagos in 1970, but the school was founded in 1974. Others pointed out that the gender listed in the record released by CSU is female. Also, discrepancies in the certificates Tinubu presented to Inec and the one CSU released were pointed out, indicating forgery. However, another report has shown that Chicago State University has affirmed the legitimacy of the diploma presented by President Bola Tinubu to the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec. This confirmation was made through a sworn affidavit submitted by CSU in the Chicago court. According to the affidavit, both the diploma and its certified copy provided to Tinubu are valid and authentic. Differences between the two versions are attributed to variations in signatures, fonts, and seals, with the date discrepancy being attributed to human error. These revelations came in response to concerns raised by Atiku Abubakar, the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidate, about the authenticity of Tinubu's CSU certificate and his subsequent request for access to the document. Meanwhile, the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar have arrived in Nigeria for a world press conference scheduled to hold today. That'll be all for now. Thanks for watching Midday Report. Goodbye.